Hello folks, I hope all of you are doing very well these days. Let us get into the today's topic. See, so far in the book review by Sadhguru, that is the book review of Sadhguru's book titled Karma, we have completed 3 chapters. Okay, so today we will be discussing about the 4th chapter. We will be doing the book review of the 4th chapter. Let us see what Sadhguru has to tell us about the karma and its effects and so on. Okay, see, the title of the chapter is, that is the heading given to the 4th chapter is The Great Karmic Warehouse. What do you mean by Great Karmic Warehouse? Warehouse is like a godown, like a storehouse. Okay, so what he says is, our body, all human beings are great warehouses of our karmas. Okay, and in this 4th chapter, see, in the first half he talks about the 3 types of karmas which we have already seen. Okay, so we will just refresh the memories, our memories, and go on to the next one. See, what are the 3 types of karma? Sanchita karma, prarabdha karma, and agami karma or agamya karma. Now, what is the meaning of sanchita karma? So, a person, how many lifetimes he has taken in the past, and how much of, and in this lifetime till this time, how much he has accumulated more in the past. All those things are taken, and it is kept in a bag. Okay, and that bag, that karma, that is both positive and negative, that is called the sanchita karma. And when, see, one thing we should understand, though I have said it earlier, I want to reiterate the point, that is, see, only when we take human birth on this earth, we commit karmas. Not much karmas for animals, no karma for plants, no karma for rocks, mountains, and so on. Only for human beings this karma business is there. And in our lifetime, see, the karmas which we make, see, we are not much worried about the positive karma, because positive karmas give us pleasure, happiness, good health, good physical health, good mental health, and so we are ready to accept that. Now, all that we are concentrating on is the negative karmas. What is the impact of the negative karmas on the physical body, on the mental body, and the astral body, and how to stop making more and more or new or fresh negative karmas. This must be our goal. So, unless you know more about karma and its implications or its consequences, we may not be able to stop making negative karmas. That's why so much is being said about the consequences of the negative karmas. Okay, so the sanchita karma is what has been done earlier in all the past lives. What is done? It is the accumulation of the positive and negative karmas done in the past. That is the meaning of sanchita karma. Then what is the prarabdha karma, the second type? The prarabdha karma means, see, in this lifetime, how much of positive and negative karma we want to experience. That much is taken from the sanchita karma, and it is passed on to us in this janma, in this lifetime. And this takes place during the soul planning. This takes place in the soul planning. Okay, and so what we bring from the sanchita karma in one lifetime to experience is known as the prarabdha karma. Suppose from sanchita karma we are bringing 60% of good karma and 40% of bad karma. Then this is the meaning of prarabdha karma. Okay, so one thing, we commit karmas only on this earth. Not only that, if you want to experience the positive and negative karma, again you have to take birth. See, this is how, when people are not conscious of the concept of karma, the law of karma and its consequences, people tend to make more and more negative karma. And so they get into the cycle, birth, death cycle. Punarabi jananam, punarabi maranam. So they get entangled in this. And so they are not able to come out of this at all. That is why, this much of awareness is given by our yogis and mystics like Sadhguru, and there are so many other masters from whom I have learned so much. They are all working silently to help us in the path of enlightenment. Okay? So, Sanjita karma you understood, Prarabdha karma you understood. Then what is Agami karma? See, this Agami karma is the karma which we are doing in this Janma. Okay, we are taking this birth to experience the positive and negative karmas done in the earlier lifetimes. Then in this lifetime, apart from the experience, are we not making more and more new karmas? That also gets accumulated along with the Sanjita karma. This is how we take new birth, again and again and again, because there is no full stop to this. There is no stoppage of making positive and negative karma. Okay, and Sadhguru goes on to say that, in every human being, the prana, the life energy, the life force is allotted for different items. Say like 20% for physical activity, 30% for mental activity, say 20% for emotional balance, say 10% for meditation. Like that, everything is chalked out. Okay, and if you do not do as per this classification, what is designed for that particular person, it is not the same for all. It is designed during the soul planning like that. And if the person is not doing this much, then that also leads to negative karma. You see, a person decides, I don't want to commit any negative karma, I am going to simply sit like this. Simply by sitting, how long he can sit like this? Can he sit throughout the life like this? And then also, even if he is simply sitting, is he not making karma? How? Yes, he is making karma. How? Because of his thought. Physically he may not do anything, but his mind is still monkey mind, isn't it? The monkey mind is still working. So he is creating positive and negative karmas. You understand? So what Sadhguru says is, how to stop this negative karma? How to stop making negative karma? It is by conscious living. It is by conscious living. I am very happy that we are able to understand the chapter so well, and Sadhguru has explained all these things very well. And I am doubly happy because I have already said all these things in my different videos. See, what do you mean by conscious living? From compulsive living to conscious living. 100% mindfulness, 100% awareness, witnessing mode, 50% attachment, 50% detachment. All these things I have discussed earlier in many of my videos. If only you had listened to all these videos, and if only you had taken a vow that you will not make more and more negative karmas, then that itself is a great thing. You have started advancing in the path of spiritual life. You have started working towards the attainment of mukti. Okay, and what more does he say? Okay, he talks about the sadhanas done by the spiritual seekers. See, if you are a real spiritual seeker, if you are a real spiritual seeker, seeker means you are seeking mukti. You are working towards mukti. Okay, if you are a real spiritual seeker, then you have to do a lot of sadhana. See, starting with yoga, different yogasanas, meditation, other Vasi yoga, Kriya yoga, Chakra yoga. So there are a lot of types of Anapanasati meditation, Vipassana meditation. Now all these things a person should be able to do, and the more he does, the better he is in discarding the Sanchita karma. Because a spiritual seeker who is very particular, very vehement about attaining mukti, he not only burns his prarabdha karma. After completing the prarabdha karma, he takes more and more karma from the sanjita karma, from the bag also, and he starts burning it out. Okay, that is how the various sadhanas are designed, to burn out all the prarabdha karmas as well as sanchita karmas. And he is asked to lead a conscious life, by which he is not adding any more negative karmas. Okay, so this is the secret. And Sadhguru also mentions about, he says that the human actions can be divided into two. We have already seen human actions are karmas, and karmas can be either positive or negative. And Sadhguru uses two other words. The human actions can be either karma nashana or karma vriddhi. See, nashana means destroying karma. Karma nashana is actions, human actions which can destroy the karma, and karma vriddhi means actions which can add on more and more karma. Okay, and as a mystic, Sadhguru says, it is my duty to help you to in the path of karma nashana. That is why he has designed lot of asanas. He has designed different types of meditations. He has designed his inner engineering, Shambhavi Mahamudra. All those things are taught to the common man to get rid of the negative karmas. Okay, and he says, whatever you do, there is nothing wrong in having 100% involvement. But don't get entangled. Getting involved in something and doing it happily, doing with the 100% involvement is good. It is not going to create any negative karma. But getting entangled, going deep into the action, getting entangled will create negative karma. So, our policy, what is our policy? 50% attachment and 50% detachment is the ideal way to burn out all our karmas, and not only to burn out, also to stop making negative karmas. Okay, and he also talks about the attitude. See, when he talks about the involvement, he says something about the attitude. See, whether you have the positive outlook or the negative outlook. What is the meaning of positive attitude and negative attitude? See, for that there are two words to describe. One is optimistic and other one is pessimistic. See, who is an optimist? You are given a branch of the rose. An optimist is the person who is looking at the beauty of the rose. A pessimist is a person who is not looking at the beauty of the rose, but looking at the thorns and saying, this is no good. This branch is full of thorns. I don't want it. So this is the difference in the attitude. So should you be an optimist, or should you be a pessimist? You have to decide. And whatever attitude you have in your mind, that is getting reflected in your actions. So you don't have to go and tell everyone, look, I am having a lot of positive attitude. No need to tell anyone. All your thoughts, your words, your deeds, your actions will tell others what sort of a person you are. Okay, so that is very important. And Sadhguru goes on to say that in this modern so-called civilized society, see, we are suppressing the emotions. We are taught to suppress the emotions right from childhood. Don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't talk like this. Don't dress up like this. Don't eat like this. All our emotions are suppressed. So earlier it wasn't so bad. Earlier people used to live in joint families, and they used to interfere in others' activities within the family. Nothing wrong. Whereas nowadays, already you have the nuclear family, already you have the lady of the house going out to work. There are a lot of negative impacts because of this. Say, I have been also working as a teacher for 60 years. I am not against ladies studying, or I am not ladies going out to work. But I had to face a lot of difficulties in making the work personal life balanced. I had to forego a lot of things. I have to struggle a lot. Okay, so in this struggle, we forget to think more about the spiritual aspects. We forget about making negative karmas, how to rectify that, or how to lead a life not to make negative karmas. There is no time for all those things. And suppressing emotions means, nowadays, it is not nice to interfere in others' business, others' life. We should not poke our nose into others' life. True, but some sort of, nowadays the people have become so self-centered. People have become so narrow-minded. Okay, and so much so, they don't get involved in others' activities. No suggestions are required. No advice is needed. Nobody is talking openly. And suppressing emotions, you just go to a death house. A man is crying, a man is weeping. Then what happens? People make fun of him. People say, being a man, he is crying. Why? Shouldn't a man cry? Is he not having emotions? Is he not having feelings? Like that. Ladies, if they laugh loudly, you see how badly she is behaving in public. In olden days they had said this, no doubt. We cannot laugh so loudly as to attract the attention of the person, the others around us. Okay, but still we don't have to suppress the emotions. So the best thing is, we have to lead a middle path. Gautama Buddha has said, don't go to the two extremes. Lead a life in the middle path. Only then, not too much of physical activity. At the same time, it is not that you should not do any physical activity. Okay, don't suppress the emotions, or don't outrageously show the emotions. For whatever it is, you lead a life in the middle path, and then continue with your sadhanas so that you can achieve something in your spiritual journey. You can attain mukti in your spiritual journey. And the sadhana which he gives for a common man at the end of the 4th chapter is, there is an app called Sadguru App. If you download that, he has taught us about Yoga Namaskar, a beautiful yogasana, which is good for relieving us from all the negativities. Okay, but Yoga Namaskar is a little difficult if you start practicing it when you are in the middle age. But in the young age, if you are in 20s, 30s, 40s, you can try. It's a very good one. Even when you are old, if your body is flexible, you can try. And another thing, he says, for a normal man, for a common man, if you are emotionally disturbed, you try to sit in a calm place with your backbone vertical, so that there is free flow of energy, so that all the blockages are removed. Okay, so like this he goes on and on about detachment, entanglement, involvement, attitude, and all those things. So ultimately we should remember one thing. What is the essence of this chapter? We should lead a conscious life, 100% mindfulness, with 100% awareness. Living in the moment consciously is the only way to not to make negative karmas. Okay, so please think about it and start implementing it now, in this moment. So let us live in this moment by implementing this conscious living. Okay, please think about it and try to implement it. Wish you all the best.